Today's video, I'll be revealing why saving too much for retirement can actually hurt your financial security and how over-prioritizing retirement accounts while neglecting other areas creates problems that excess savings simply can't solve. Over the last 20 years of working with super savers who have accumulated substantial retirement balances, I've discovered that crossing certain savings thresholds without proper planning can create tax burdens, forced distributions, and just missed opportunities that a strategic balance could have prevented. And that's exactly why I'm making this video today, to show you the specific threshold where additional retirement savings become counterproductive and how designing a comprehensive plan that balances both current needs with future security can deliver better outcomes. So today we're going to learn the surprising over-saving level that actually creates more problems than it fixes. You'll learn the debt trap that essentially guarantees negative returns, and we'll wrap the whole thing up by talking about the tax diversification limits that show up when you're only focused on your 401k. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've been a financial advisor for almost 20 years, and I want to help you have an even better retirement. Let's start with something almost nobody talks about, the point where saving too much actually creates more problems than it fixes. Now, before we're financially independent, it's very natural to want to optimize everything for the long term. And as a super saver, especially if you feel like you came to saving a little later in life, you might think that the best move is to shovel every extra dollar into your long-term investments. After all, your stock market investments tend to return, much better than anything sitting in cash. But here's the issue. If you're only focused on your long-term optimization, you can accidentally put your entire plan at risk. Because without 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting in a true emergency fund, your short-term insurance, which is what that is, well, every unexpected expense forces you to tap your long-term savings. And of course, Murphy's Law is never too far away. What can go wrong will go wrong. So the car breaks down, the furnace stops working, your roof blows off, right? Something bad is going to happen. And of course, it only happens when the market is down. So without your emergency fund, you are forced then to raise your long-term investments at the worst possible time, and you're going to sell shares from your long-term investments at a loss. You're interrupting then your compound interest. And suddenly your smart retirement strategy is just now all of a sudden working against you. So the first over-saving level to avoid is saving so aggressively for the long term that you set yourself up for failure by ignoring the short term. The solution, like many things in retirement planning, is balance. Yes, you want to keep contributing for the future, but protect your long-term investments by building a true emergency fund first. This is where long-term investments, that keeps them long-term, right where the best returns live. Keep your long-term, and don't forget about the short-term. Now let's talk about something I hinted at in the intro, and that's the high-interest debt trap that basically guarantees negative returns. On paper, of course, it makes perfect sense to maximize all of your long-term investments. After all, the sooner those dollars go into your 401k, the sooner we get better growth, and the sooner we start compounding, right? Long-term investments. But here's where oversaving can possibly get dangerous. If you're investing aggressively into those long-term accounts, while at the same time we're carrying high-interest debt, especially something like a credit card that might be 20 or 30% interest rate, you're locking in a guaranteed loss. Yes, the stock market might return 10 or 12% per year annualized, but your credit card doesn't really care about that. That 25 or 30% that we're paying in interest, that shows up every single month. And if that balance is rolling over month after month, not only are we just lighting money on fire, it tells us something really critical about a retirement plan. And that is, if we're carrying credit card debt, there is some kind of a disconnect between our income and our monthly expenses. And we've got to absolutely figure that out before we pull the trigger and officially retire. It's not that super savers are irresponsible. Sometimes you're in a higher spending season in life. Sometimes a balance sticks around for longer than you'd planned. But if it keeps coming back, if it keeps rearing up its ugly head, it just won't go away. That's a signal that something is disconnected, and we got to figure that out before we fully retire. So then this is the second over-saving level to avoid, saving so aggressively that you're losing money to high-interest debt. And sometimes the smartest move then is to temporarily reduce your retirement plan contributions to wipe out that stubborn credit card balance. We're not backing off of our savings forever, just long enough to clean up that cash flow. After that, we can ramp our savings back up to our normal levels, and we'll reach financial independence even faster and even on more solid ground, right? Sometimes it makes sense to take one step back in order to take 2 steps forward. So now that you understand some of these problems, you can go ahead and click the link below. We'll analyze your specific situation and we'll build for you an entire comprehensive retirement plan. So finally, let's talk about the investment diversification limits that I mentioned earlier. Because this one really is a balancing act because 2 things can be true at the same time. Saving into your deductible 401k, your tax-deductible 401k during your peak earning years, that might be the most tax-efficient move you can make. And for super savers who conquered lifestyle creep many years ago, that tax deduction is extremely valuable before your income drops once you retire. But here's where oversaving can really paint you into a corner. If every single dollar goes into pre-tax accounts, you might reach age 60 with a huge IRA, maybe $3 or $4 million, but nothing in Roth or taxable. And where do we project future taxes? Required minimum distributions, 73 or 75, depending on where you're born. that can push us far higher into income taxes than our retirement lifestyle might require, our retirement income budget. So we end up paying way more taxes than necessary, sometimes dramatically more taxes, as I've demonstrated in other videos. So the toughest part is that once all of your money is in pre-tax accounts, well, your flexibility really is limited. In fact, sometimes it disappears completely. You simply can't shift hundreds of thousands of dollars from your IRA into your brokerage account or your Roth IRA without triggering a massive tax bill. Of course, if we could wave a magic wand and turn our $4 million IRA into a $3.5 million IRA with a $500,000 brokerage account, things would look very different, but real life just doesn't work that way. We've got limitations. We've got taxes kind of baked into that pie. And this is the difference then between personal finance and everybody finance. There really isn't one single perfect answer. We've had this conversation with many retirees. So the third oversaving level to avoid is contributing so heavily to your pre-tax accounts that you limit your flexibility later. The solution is sometimes as simple as once you already max out your 401k or once you already get your company match, the next dollar might belong in a taxable account. Not because anything is wrong, but because future flexibility might be just as important as a tax deduction today. The best approach just depends on your spending or your goals or where you want your plan to take you. So now that you understand why saving over certain levels becomes counterproductive to your retirement, you can implement this balanced approach and hopefully it'll work for you. If you need help with your retirement as a whole, click the link in the description, book some time with me. We'll analyze your situation and we'll help you out. So until next time, my name is Ben. I hope this video made your retirement even better. If it did, hit that like button, let the algorithm know I did my job, and I'll see you in the next video.